Kingdom, 1950 to 1957. Heavy gun tank, 1 mock-up amp, various components built. Viewing the public debut of the Soviet Union's IS-3 heavy tank at the Berlin Victory Parade of September 1945, the Western powers, including Great Britain, were shocked. As heads of the British, American, and French armies watched these machines clatter down the Charlottenburger chassis, they saw the shape of a new generation of heavy tanks. From the exterior, the IS-3 was a tank with well-sloped and, apparently, heavy armor, a piped nose, wide tracks, and a gun at least 120 mm in caliber. At least in appearance, this was superior to anything being fielded by the other victorious Allied powers at the time. The respective officials knew that they had nothing in their arsenal capable of potentially combating this menacing tank that was now in service with an increasingly aggressive USSR. In response, the militaries of these countries began to develop heavy tanks that, they hoped, would be able to combat the IS-3. The United States would develop the M103 heavy tank, while the French experimented with the AMX-50. Britain went in a different doctrinal direction and created a heavy gun tank. This was a uniquely British designation that was not governed by weight, but the size of the gun. This vehicle was based on the experimental FV200 Universal Tank chassis and given the official and somewhat long-winded title of Tank, Heavy No. 1, 120mm gun, FV214. This vehicle would be better known as the Conqueror. Weighing in at 65 long tons, 66 tons, with armor up to 13.3 in, 340mm, thick, the Conqueror was one of the largest and heaviest tanks Britain would ever field. Like the M103 and AMX-50, the Conqueror was armed with a powerful 120mm gun, specifically the Ordnance, quick-firing, 120mm, tank, L1 gun. This gun could punch through an impressive 17.3 inches, 446mm, at 1,000 yards, 914 meters, firing armor-piercing discarding sabot, APDS, ammunition. This was more than enough to combat the IS-3 but, at the time, this was unknown to the British War Office, WO. As such, even greater firepower was investigated. What followed was the FV215. With its monstrous, 183mm gun, this vehicle has become something of a legend among enthusiasts of a particular age, largely due to a popular video game. Unfortunately, this has meant a number of falsehoods have been spread about the vehicle. This article will highlight the truth behind this uniquely British vehicle.